So, what if you could use the logic of a computer to solve your everyday problems? Now, we're not talking about learning to code here. We're talking about a really powerful mental shift, a way to think more clearly, more systematically, and to finally cut through that feeling of being constantly overwhelmed.
You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. It's like you're drowning in decisions, deadlines, and just this never-ending stream of distractions. It's that mental paralysis where you have so much to do, you have no idea where to even start.
Well, that's the core idea we're going to unpack. See, computational thinking, it's not some super complex theory for tech geniuses. It's actually a practical mental toolkit that anyone, and I mean anyone, can use to bring a little order to the chaos, both at work and at home.
So, let's just start by calling it what it is. We're all juggling endless to-do lists, we've got conflicting priorities, and there's a constant flood of information coming at us. Honestly, it's just the standard operating procedure for modern life. But here's the good news. You're actually already doing this, probably on a small scale, without even thinking about it. I mean, every time you follow a recipe step by step, or you plan a different route to dodge rush hour traffic, you're tapping into the very basics of this logical approach. It's way more intuitive than you think.
So let's frame it this way. Think of computational thinking as like upgrading your brain's operating system. It's about learning to process all these real-world challenges systematically and efficiently, without getting totally bogged down by all the unnecessary emotion that comes with them.
And to do that, we need to unpack our mental toolbox. So we're going to break down the 4 key components, the 4 main tools that really form the foundation of this whole problem-solving language. Okay, first up, it all starts with decomposition. This is just the simple art of taking a huge, scary, intimidating goal and slicing it up into small, manageable pieces. Seriously, think of it as the ultimate antidote to procrastination, because it makes any project feel instantly achievable. So let's take a vague goal, like get in shape. It feels massive, right? But watch what happens when you decompose it. All of a sudden, it's not this one giant task anymore. It's 4 clear steps: research, schedule, track, measure. See? That's decomposition in action. It transforms that feeling of overwhelm into a simple, actionable plan.
The next tool in our kit is pattern recognition, and you can think of this as being your own inner detective. It's that ability to spot recurring themes in your life, so you can learn from past experiences and, maybe stop making the same mistakes over and over again. It can be as simple as this. You notice you always forget the milk when you go to the grocery store. That's the pattern. The logical solution: make a reusable checklist on your phone. Boom. You've just used pattern recognition to solve a nagging, recurring problem. It's simple, but it's incredibly effective. All right, next up, we need the ability to filter out all the noise. And that is abstraction. In a world of total information overload, this is your superpower. It lets you focus only on what truly matters for a decision and just ignore all the other irrelevant details. Think about planning a trip. You don't start by debating which restaurant you're going to eat at on the 3rd night, right? No, you start with the big, essential questions. Where are we going and how much can we spend? That's abstraction. You're prioritizing the core components first. And the final piece of this puzzle is the algorithm. Now, please don't let that word scare you. An algorithm is just a fancy term for a recipe. It's a step-by-step set of instructions that you create to solve a specific recurring problem. So here's where it gets really good. We're going to see how we can use these tools, especially algorithms, in the real world. This is where we turn those everyday frustrations and little hiccups into smooth, almost automatic operations. Let's take a classic example that I think every single one of us can relate to: the dreaded email inbox. It is the perfect candidate for a simple, stress-reducing algorithm. The solution is a simple if-then rule. If it takes less than 2 minutes to handle, do it right now. If not, flag it for later. This tiny algorithm completely removes the burden of decision-making. You don't have to think, you just follow the rule. It builds momentum and stops all those small tasks from piling up into a monster. Here's how it works in another area. Let's say you recognize a pattern. You make impulsive online purchases on the weekends. So you create a simple algorithm to counteract it. A new rule: wait 24 hours before buying anything that's non-essential. See? By spotting the pattern, you designed a rule that helps you build a better habit. And really, the applications are endless. You can create these simple recipes for anything: perfecting your commute, organizing your family's crazy schedule,
even improving your sleep by setting a digital curfew. Each little algorithm is a small system that frees up your mental energy for more important things.
So when you start combining these tools, something really powerful starts to happen. You move from constantly reacting and just, surviving the day to proactively designing a life that actually runs more smoothly. You go from surviving to thriving.
So let's recap the strategy here. It's pretty straightforward. 1, break big goals down into small tasks. 2, look for patterns in your daily life. 3, filter out the unimportant noise. And 4, create simple rules, those if-then algorithms for all your routine decisions. These are the takeaways you can literally start using today.
This quote really just captures the essence of it all. This is not about becoming a coder. It is a mindset. It's about applying logical, structured thinking to make your life clearer, better, and way more efficient.
So I'll leave you with this question. Think about that one area of your life that feels just a little bit chaotic or overwhelming right now. Using these tools we just talked about, what's the very first problem you're going to crack the code on?